Yo, this man is on an absolute tear. And so I think it's finally time for me to make a video about my very favorite New York Knick, Immanuel Quickley. All that's coming up next, right here on Riding with the Knicks. Welcome back to Riding with the Knicks. This is the channel where we talk about the team that we love, the New York Knicks, as season as it unfolds, and the deeper themes that you and I, that we can pull out of the game and apply to our lives to be the best versions of ourselves. Listen, this is not just about talking about sports, whatever. It's about how do we become the best versions of ourselves. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to hear about. That's what I want to provide. That's what I want you to comment about in the comments below. I want to hear about you being the best version of you, and I think that we can really learn something from this man, Immanuel Quickley. So welcome back to Riding with the Knicks. Listen, if you've never subscribed to this channel, I invite you now. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's not that hard for you to do as you're watching the video. You just pop, hit it. Probably don't even think about it again until my next video comes out. But for me, checking, all the analytics and the reports from this channel and trying to grow this channel, it means a ton to me. So for those of you who have subscribed, thank you. For those of you who just subscribed right now, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Also, I'm running a contest, and I want to buy one of you a free RJ Barrett jersey. That's just the truth. I'm about to buy somebody a free jersey, a real RJ Barrett jersey. I'm going to give you the details of that contest towards the end of this video, so stick around for it. But really, there's whatever. I'll get to it at the end. Let's get into Immanuel Quickley. This man has been balling over the last 8 games. He's putting up 16 points per game. He's putting up 5.5 rebounds per game. He's putting up 3.5 assists per game. And listen, this is what people have been asking for, baby. This is what the Knicks fans have been asking for. We want the kids. Deuce is out there. Mitch is going nuts. Grimes was going crazy before he injured his knee. Thank God he's coming back soon. And we're playing the kids, and, we're playing some good basketball. It's loosening up RJ. He's killing it. Even Julius Randle's not playing badly. He's playing tough. And so there's like some spunk, some life, some grit, some energy, some defense to the team. And as a fan, you gotta love it. If we play the kids and we get into the play-in, you can't be mad. If we play the vets and get in the play-in, you gotta be mad because you're not getting development and you're not getting a good draft position. But if you're playing the kids and they will themselves into a play-in game, don't get mad because of the draft. Your draft is a crapshoot anyway, so I think we got to be pumped as fans, and I'm pumped about the man, Immanuel Quickley. Let's get back on it. Okay, so he's putting up over the last 8 games some great numbers. So let's get a little into his story, and at the end of the video, before I talk to you about the contest, I want to talk to you about what makes Immanuel Quickley special. What is his secret sauce? What is his X factor? And it's a real one, and it's a big one, and you're going to want to learn it, and I'm going to want to implement it more in my life too, because it's going to be life-changing for us. So, Immanuel Quickley was a 5-star recruit out of high school. He ends up going to Kentucky. You already know that. Plays for Calipari. He plays 2 seasons, which I think is important. Everybody wants to be a one and done, but some guys aren't a one and done, and they want to be a one and done, and then they end up screwing up their career, i.e. Kevin Knox. And so Immanuel Quickley goes back for a 2nd year in Kentucky. He ends up, even if you can watch some interviews with Calipari, and he says I didn't start him first 5-6 games of the season. That was a mistake. Got him in the starting lineup, and he just has that special, I don't even know, intangibles about his game. And they ended up winning their league by 5 or 6 games or something like that, 4 or 5 games. And Immanuel Quickley was the SEC Player of the Year. So he had a great 2 years in Kentucky, learned in a great system, a great program. And what the coach said about him, what Calipari said about him, is that this guy's mentality is that of a man on a mission. Remember that language, a man on a mission. He said he is a culture guy, one of the best culture guys you can get. He said he's a man of faith with a strong family, and that he's comfortable in his skin. And if you don't just feel that and pick that up from watching the game, then you're not watching the game. This is a guy who plays with joy and confidence. The guy's comfortable in his skin. And really, so many of us aren't. So many people in the world are not comfortable in their own skin. They're self-conscious about this, or they're worried about that, or they wish they were more like this, or they wish they were more like that. And so when you see somebody who's like, this is me, I know who I am, man, that's infectious. And so Calipari saw that, but we see that as Knicks fans too. And that's what makes him my favorite Knick. Like, I'm not just BSing in the intro. This is my favorite Knick. I got a clip of my daughter that I was telling my I don't know, she was 3 at the time or something like that, and I was telling her about this Immanuel Quickley kid in his first season, you know, and I'll put the clip in right here.
That's like Immanuel Quickley.
But that's from the beginning of like last year. So yeah, I'm pumped about IQ. Love this guy. But that infectious part of his personality is like what makes him my favorite player. Of course, his game. Of course, you know, his productivity. But you want to root for the kid. So then he gets picked up by the Knicks, a 25th pick, which steal. He looked like the steal of the draft last year. And so he's not putting up mega numbers. He's not like a generational talent. But there is something special and unique about this kid and about his game. There is something that makes you want to love him, makes you want to root for him, makes you want to support him, makes you want to see him on the floor. There's something about like the way he like his style, even off the court. Like, there's something about him. And so what is it? What is that special sauce? What is that secret sauce? What is that X factor? And I'm about to tell you right now. Immanuel Quickley has faith. Now, maybe that's not groundbreaking for you. Maybe you're like, oh, come on, that's not it. Let me tell you, that is it. And I'm not talking about passive faith. I'm not talking about like his grandmama's faith. I'm talking about this young man has a faith in God. And that is life-changing. That's life-changing. And you might want to click away. I'm not about to evangelize you, but I am about to tell you about the truth about having faith in God. We want to talk about this man being confident on the court. Why do you think he's confident? Why do you think he's confident? He's confident because his identity isn't solely rooted in his ability to play basketball. His identity is in his faith. His identity is in whether I win or lose, whether I fail or succeed, whether I'm on the court or retired. My identity is actually that I am a believer, that I am a son of God. And so that takes him out of having to live by the daily ups and downs of the league. You can see other players in the league. You can see other players on our team whose identity is solely rooted in their ability to play basketball. And so when people say this or people say that, they're up or they're down. But IQ, his identity is not rooted in that. It's rooted in the fact that he's a son of God. It's rooted in his faith. And so it exudes confidence. Second point, he's a hard worker. Everybody says it about him. Grinder, hard worker, constantly working, constantly improving his craft, constantly doing X, Y, Z to be better. Why? Because he's not working as unto man. He's not working as unto man. He's working as unto God. This is a young man who sees his abilities as gifts from God and sees his talent and his platform of playing basketball as an opportunity to be used by God, not as an opportunity to make himself famous. And so he's going to work because he's not working for the Knicks. He's not working for Calipari. He's not working for Thibodeau. He's not working for you or for me. He's working for God. And that changes the game. It makes him an extremely hard worker. And so third, joy. This kid plays with such joy. I loved seeing him hit big shots in the postseason last year and like run across the court and like shaking his head. Like, it's like he was in an empty arena. Like he didn't care who was watching. He was bursting with joy. Why? Because he knows that he has a hope and a future beyond basketball. He knows that he's been saved from a mess. He knows that he's been pulled up out of the muck, out of the mire. He knows that he's gone from darkness into life. And so every single day is a joy for him. Every single day is a testimony. Every single day is like an opportunity to live out his dream and his gift of life. And so he's exuding joy, but that's rooted and grounded in his faith. Of course it's rooted and grounded in hitting a big shot on a big stage, but it's like that's on top of an abiding joy of a believer. And so this man's faith is making him a special player in the league. I hope the Knicks hold on to him long term. I hope he continues to grow. I hope that as he gets older and as he gets as things come up against him to test his faith, to try him, that he stands firm in his faith, that he stands firm in his values and his ideals. His father said about him, not his father in heaven, like his earthly father said about him, he didn't want him to be a basketball player. He didn't want him to be an NBA player because he was worried about how it would impact his faith. His parents were worried. They didn't want their kid to be a professional basketball player because they valued his faith in God more. And if you go to Immanuel Quickley's video on his YouTube channel, I'm actually going to link it below. I'll find it and I'll link it below. It's when he got picked, when he got selected by the Knicks in the hotel room because they didn't have a draft that year because of COVID. His family's all around him and they're singing this song by Marvin Sapp, I think it is. They're all singing it, blasting it together. And the song is, "Never Would Have Made It. I never would have made it without you." This is a family that is there because of their faith, and they're going to stay there because of their faith. And I believe that when storms come and when challenges come against Quick, against his family, they are going to remain not because of the millions of dollars Quick's making, not because of whatever, but because of their faith. And so I hope that inspires you. I hope that inspires you to look deep at your own faith. Sometimes we only hear about faith and we think it's about going to church on Sunday, or we think it's about, having a missional type job or working for the church or whatever. But this is a man on one of the biggest stages of entertainment in the world, living out his faith. And I hope he's inspiring to young people. I hope he's inspiring to old people. He's inspiring to me, and I hope that my version of his story to you today is inspiring to you too. So let's get into this competition. I've linked to the instructions below, but this is how you do it. You hit subscribe to this channel. When I hit 500 subscribers, I'm gonna pick one of them to send a brand new RJ Barrett jersey to. But it's not only the subscriber. You also go into the description. Don't just listen to me say the description. Go in the description, find the two things you have to do to be entered to win. First, you have to hit subscribe. Second, you have to go to my channel's Instagram page. There is one highlighted story on my profile called Free Jersey. Pull up that story and share that story and tag @Riding with the Knicks. No G in riding. RIDINWITHTHE Knicks. My Instagram page. So you can follow it while you're there, but you don't have to do that to enter to win. So I'm going to take people who are subscribed and have shared that post about the contest. I'm going to put them into a spreadsheet, and I'm going to pick one when we hit 500, and I'm going to reach out to you, connect with you, and ship you a brand new RJ Barrett jersey. That's it. I want to do it. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. And there's really only like 5 people who have entered right now, so all of them have a 20% chance to win. So if you want to throw your hat in that ring, do not wait. Get on there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for supporting the channel. Big ups to Quick. And if you're someone who has had faith for a number of years and has lost it, I just encourage you, go back to your first love. Go back to the things that you did at first. Don't make it a giant thing. Just go and enjoy yourself. Let's keep riding with the Knicks. See you in the next video.